Hey guys, exciting news. My new DVD is out on www.bjjfanatics.com. I'll put the link in the description. Check it out. It covers all my favorite chokes from guillotines, darce, anaconda, arming guillotine, north-south, and how to link all these together.
That's right. Set a camera. Look out. Alright, working, escaping the mount with the bridge and roll. Okay, so a bit of context. The bridge and roll is basically like the mount escape where I'm able to bridge and get on top like that. Now, the thing is with the bridge and roll, it's really good, but it's hard to get if someone sees it coming. Okay, so it's a little bit opportunistic, and it's hard to, like, you do have to give up a little bit of space when you go for it. So if I let's say I've got like good grips, I'm blocking Mikhail's hip and I'm blocking his knee. For me, I wouldn't go for the bridge and roll here, okay? Because I've got good control, and then to go for the bridge and roll, I kind of have to come up and try to grab his arms, which means I lose some of that control I had. If it doesn't work, then he's got good control on me. So I tend to go for it more if the person's blocked my ability to get at the legs and he started to control my arms here like this, for example, or he's low, getting underneath like so, okay? Now, a few things are really important for this. Whichever side you decide to go with the bridge and roll, you need to make sure that they can't post out wide with their hand. So a common mistake is to reach above the line of the elbow. Like block here, put your hand out, Mikhail. When I try to bridge Mikhail over, his hand can still post. Okay? So I want to catch the forearm as well as the over the top of the arm. Okay, now when Mikhail goes to reach, like his hand might be there, but it's not going to be out wide like before. Okay, so the difference between here, post wide, compared to locking down over the forearm can be a big difference in how much balance they can get. And how you grip this actually isn't that important. It can be over the top of the arm. Sometimes you'll end up here, maybe when he's going for a cross lapel choke. A bunch of different ways you can block it, but the main thing is they shouldn't be able to put their hand out to the side. Okay, so we'll do a little bump forward. We're going to collect the arm around the forearm like this, and our other hand has to control the posture. So it has to be high. It can be here and locked in like this, or it can be over the top of the head and locked in like this. Either one's okay, but it has to stop Mikhail from posturing up. Sit up high. If I try and bridge and roll here, he's just going to post with that hand. Okay. So I need his posture broken. Now it's much harder for Mikhail to post out on that side with his hand. So lock over the forearm. We connect our hands together. Next thing I want to do, I want to make sure he can't post with his leg. Okay. So I'm going to use my foot to come in nice and high and block Mikhail from putting his foot out. So go to put your foot out now. He can't post. All right. Really another common mistake, people try to just go sideways. Okay, so I get here and then I try to bridge sideways. So if Mikhail balances a little here, it's hard for me to bridge. I don't get a lot of power going sideways. I actually want to go forwards first and then to the side. That's how I get power in my bridge. So both my feet coming up, I'm going to bridge up, and then we can roll over to the side to get on top. Alright, so that's going to be the main part of this technique. The other thing that I think is important, Mikhail can lean away a little bit to make it hard. If he leans this way, it's hard to pull him over. So another thing I'm going to do, I'm going to curl my shoulder towards my hips to help bring his weight across this way. So I curl, bridge, look back. So I kind of bridge on my shoulder, up and looking back, and then we can go over to get on top. Okay. So I'll put that all together. We're here. We're going to bump Mikhail forward. We're going to trap at the forearm, just near the elbow, but on the forearm, as well as the posture. Okay? And we can link our hands together like so. Lock the legs, curl to that side. You're going to go over your shoulder and look back. Okay? If you don't look back, you go this, your head is going to get in the way. You've done that side. So as I go over the shoulder, I look back as I bridge forward. Knee doesn't touch the mat. You push up. I'm going to come over the top into the guard. Mikhail's going to do it. Alright guys, let's have a go. 3 minutes each, 3, 2, 1. I'll just do it without my top first. For the actual finish of the bridge, first of all, when you trap, if you're gonna just bridge over the top, like this with your movement, so we curl, look back. If I'm gonna step over with this far leg, then what determines my balance when I do that is how far this foot is this way, okay? So if I put my foot out here and I try to step over, it's gonna be really hard to get over. I have to because my base is now over here, I have to swing really far to get that. So that's probably not gonna work. The more I can actually bring this leg, when I trap his leg, the more I can bring it this way, the better base I'm gonna have when I wanna step over. So this will be nice and easy. My knee doesn't touch the mat. So as soon as my knee touches the mat, that can drive me back. I want to be driving through my toes, and I can turn my hips over like that to step over. So when we look at that as in practice, we're here, we've got the arm, we've trapped here. If I just put my foot on the ground here, it's going to be harder for me to get over, because I have to step, keep a little bit of pressure back, Mikhail. It's harder for me to step over, yeah? The more I've brought as I catch, the more I've brought his foot this way, the better drive I've got to push up on that and come on top. Yeah. We use Mikhail here. Mikhail's gonna bridge towards me. I'm gonna push on his hip to resist. The more so when he goes to turn over, yeah, the more back his foot is, keep going. Not stepping over. Yeah. The more back, so he's got good balance here. Yeah. Do the same position, but put your right foot here. Yeah, go. And you see, he's not gonna do that. So his base is not as good. So when you trap that leg, really try to pull it in. Okay. But there's one other thing we can do. Well, actually do it without Michelle. Sometimes you go for the bridge, and you realize it's not going to work, but you can gain your base behind you. So let's say I'm falling back this way, it's not working. I can take my inside leg, thread it underneath, and post back. Now I've got balance again. I can push up and come on top. So we're here. I've trapped done everything right, onto the bridge. I go to get up, but maybe Mikhail here, maybe free your leg, starts to balance. Sometimes from here, you can thread your inside leg behind. Okay? Inside leg out, and that can be enough to help drive you through to get on top. I'll just do 1 minute of this each on your own. You're gonna curl, bridge over your shoulder and your head. Your bottom leg is gonna feed through, not letting your knees touch the ground. You're gonna go belly down from there. Again. Like so. Alright, so we go 3, 2, 1. One that's got 2 underhooks. So we're gonna use a bridge. We're gonna use the bridge not so much to the bridge is not so much going to take Mikhail over, especially if he's got good balance, but I'm aiming to create a little bit of space, okay? So when I go to bridge like this, Mikhail has to put something out to keep his balance. Actually, I'll just jump, let me jump on top. If someone said to me, don't get bridge from mount, and Mikhail only knew, the only move he knew was the bridge, and he didn't know that hip escape was a thing, then I could stand in mount like this, and I'm never gonna get bridged, yeah, go. There's no way he's taking me over the bridge, but I'm opening myself up to the hip escape, so he's gonna get his legs back and trap my leg. If someone said to me, Mikhail only knows the hip escape, he didn't know that the bridge exists, then I could stay really tight. I would probably be like this, everything squeezed really tight like this, and Mikhail tries to hip escape, and that's not gonna happen, right? But you can see my postures have to change depending on the threat. So if Mikhail wants to hip escape, often the first thing he has to do is try to bridge. And when he gets to bridge, I have to open up space, and now he's got a chance to go at my legs. And that's the concept we're gonna use to escape from these bad positions. So Mikhail's got double underhooks, which obviously sucks, like this. I'm gonna try to threaten the bridge as much as I can. Just for the sake of it, stay tight with your arms. Yeah, I'm gonna make him post out there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my arm that's next to the head to push into Mikhail's head. So I'm gonna bridge and I'm gonna push as far as I can Mikhail's head this way, which means he's gonna have to post to react to that. Okay? So again, bad position, push, Mikhail posts, and now I can get my inside arm back in to the legs or to block the arm. Either one's okay for now. My top arm, I don't want to swing it over the head like this. Why? You're gonna take my back. Never expose your tricep to your opponent under mount. That's gonna give them the back or the arm bar. So this is okay, forearm's okay, but never your tricep exposed to them. So when I push here like this, I don't wanna swing my arm over like that. I wanna swing my forearm under the neck, okay? Now, when Mikhail tries to pressure, I can use that forearm to help get my arm back to the hips, and we're in good position to set up our hip escape. Like so. So again, we're here. Bridge and push with your bicep to create a bit of distance. It's not always a massive post. Sometimes they just like, sometimes you go here and they just like put their arm out a little bit, okay? That's enough even just to swim underneath. You just need a tiny gap to work with, okay? And then again, and we get our forearm back. We start working back towards the legs, okay? A few people asked this week have asked me how to get rid of the grapevine, which is when people do this. So if you want, you can start with this. So go underhooks. First, I'm gonna try and deal with this grapevine. To do this, you can see he's hooked my legs, which makes it hard to do a hip escape. So I'm gonna straighten both legs. And as I straighten, you see it clears the feet from being hooked. Yeah. But if I just take my feet back, he's just gonna hook again. So to clear the grapevine, I need to straighten and then quickly try and pummel my feet to the inside, like this. Yeah. So again, hold it tight, extend, or whatever you do. So they're gonna have a good grapevine. I'm gonna straighten, kick out, and then try and get my feet to the inside. Immediately, I wanna get one leg flat so that he can't get underneath it again. All right, so if you want, start with the grapevine. We kick out, we get inside space, push, get one hand in, pummel the forearm, and then if you don't know hip escape, just stop here. If you know the hip escape, keep going, and recover your gun. 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes.